Hey there everyone, it's Lynnea with a video for Scrapping for Less, and I'm going to be using the Fawn Critters Ever After stamp set. So I am just pulling off the little castle image as well as the dragon and the flames to come out of his mouth, and those are going to be my images that I'm going to use for my card. So I'm stamping them onto some 110-pound cardstock with some alcohol marker friendly ink, and then I'm just going to do some simple coloring. And I left a little bit of the coloring in, not all of it, just because it's fairly simple coloring. So lately, when I've been coloring my images, I have been trying to leave more neutral color zones. I always struggle with coloring, and it always looks like there's too many colors, and I found that adding in some neutral colors like white or gray really make my images look more, I guess you could say, clean. They don't look as jumbled. So, for instance, I'm going to keep the castle white. I'll color the flags a blue turquoise color, as well as the door handle and the window panes there. But I'm going to color the doors and the tops of the towers a darker gray, and I'm keeping the castle white. I'll add some yellow to the inside of the windows to mimic some light shining from the castle windows. And then for the dragon, I have the fire with orange and yellow, and I'm going to paint the spines the same way. The horns, the stomach, and the wings of my dragon are going to be the gray color to match the castle. And then the body of the dragon is going to be white. So everything is going to kind of go together. And I chose the blue for the flags on the castle because blue and orange look good together. So I'm using the Pretty Little Rainbows paper from Scrapping for Less, and this was included in the May kit. And I believe that you can purchase this paper separately. So I'll leave a link to that down in the video description below. I love this watercolor. It has a watercolor feel to that paper, and it's rainbow, so I thought it'd be really cool with the dragon. I used the My Favorite Things flat bottom cloud dies to die cut a couple of the clouds. They come in two sizes, a bigger one and a smaller, and I cut two of each so that it would kind of look like my dragon and the castle are in the sky. I've laid out my die cuts and my colored images how I want them to be arranged on my panel, and the clouds were kind of blending together. So I grabbed some Hickory Smoke Distress ink and my blender brushes, and I'm just going to add the lightest touch of gray going around these clouds, and that's going to give them some definition and help them stand out. Originally, I was only going to do it on the bottoms of the clouds, but I wanted to do it on the tops and all around so that the clouds that are layered together would stand out. When it's white on white, it looked like it was just a blob of white, and I didn't like how it was looking. So I added some gray, and that will also tie in with the coloring on the dragon and the castle. One tip I have when you're coloring is to keep your colors, I guess you could say, consistent. If you use the same color multiple places on your card, it's going to look cohesive and it's going to look like things go together. So I'm using some liquid glue to adhere parts of my images down and some foam squares to add some dimension to others. My sentiment, I stamped, it is from the Critters Ever After stamp set, but I cut my stamp so that I could stack my sentiment. I stamped it onto some strips of white cardstock, and then I'm going to add little pieces of fun foam behind it so that they could be dimensional as well. And that is the end of my card. I added some clear glitter to the images. I hope you'll head over to my blog or to the Scrapping for Less blog to see still photos of this project. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye!